Kugoo Kirin G3 Electric Scooter Review. The Kugoo G3 is a great scooter for beginners because it comes fully assembled and ready to ride. The G3 is designed so that it is easy to fold up and store. When folded, the G3 measures only 14 by 16 by 3.5 inches. That means that it takes up very little room in your garage or storage area. The box contains a user guide with instructions for assembling the scooter. The only mandatory item in the included bag is the biggest Allen wrench and the 5 screws used for attaching the handlebar to the frame. An issue we encountered here was with the user guide. We believe that while the scooter may have received a few minor updates since its initial launch, the user guide hasn't been revised to reflect those changes. For example, the user guide only ever mentions 4 handlebar screws, but there were actually 5 in the box. Once we took the scooter out for its first test drive, we discovered the 5th hole at the forward end of the handlebars and inserted the last screw into it. There are other, less important things wrong with the manual, including mentions of Bluetooth functionality once. But they're not big enough to get in our way when we ride the scooter properly and safely. The last version of the scootering system I've seen was one where they used an LCD display instead of a CRT monitor. That would make sense because LCD monitors can be made smaller and lighter. And the LCD panel itself could be mounted directly onto the handlebar assembly. To secure the handlebar, the scooter employs a heavy-duty nut that you'll tighten by hand. Simply loosen the nut enough to allow the bar to fold completely down, then retighten until you cannot go any further. To fold it back up, do so in reverse. The system works pretty smoothly, though we did find that having both brakes engaged while doing either step was a little awkward. The G2 weighs in at 50 pounds, making it difficult for anyone to move without having any handles on it. In order to get it through your door, we had to unfold the bike, loop the string around the back wheel, and then drag it across the floor. A better design would include some sort of mechanism or grip to allow us to easily transport the bike. The scooter's heavy batteries mean they're not easy to lift. So if you need to use them indoors, be prepared for some serious leg pain. The good news is that when folded, the G3 fits nicely into the trunk of a car. Users who use the G3 as a final miles vehicle will be happy with this because it makes carrying the scooter much easier than if they had to carry it by hand. As previously stated, the Kirin G3 boasts an impressive 394 watt-hours capacity. To put that into perspective, that's enough juice to give you a full charge every single day of your life. That's also enough power to make the average person go 40 miles per hour for nearly 2 hours straight without needing to stop for gas. In our testing, we were able to achieve a top speed of 27 miles per hour and a distance of just under 30 miles on a single charge.